Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This project is about productions of Porous and NiTi by metal injection molding. In this innovation project, the raw material comprised of nickel and titanium powders, and the process involved is metal injection molding, where the powder that we use is very fine metal powders in the range of 20 to 30 micron in size. So in this process, powders of nickel and titanium will be mixed with the polymeric binders, okay, which comprise of the PEG and PMA, and then after the mixing process, forming the feedstock, and then it is proceed with the injection molding. So this is injection molding machine, okay, which is used to produce the green parts of a dental screw. So these are the examples of the green parts, okay, NiTi green part, elemental powders, using this metal injection molding machines. Basically, the process of metal injection molding comprises of at least 5 stages. The first one is the mixing. In this case, we blend the metal powders of nickel and titanium, and then followed by the mixing with the binders, and then after pelletizing, we proceed with injection molding to get the desired shape, okay. And after the injection molding, it is proceed with debinding by water leaching, and followed by the sintering process at high temperatures in a vacuum atmosphere. So the alloying process involved during the sintering process, where the nickel and titanium alloy become the nickel titanium, which exhibits unique properties of shape memory and pseudoelastic. Right, when we talk about the material, porous and NiTi, why we create porous structures. So in porous structures, it gives some benefits, particularly for the bone implant applications. Okay, these are some of the important attributes of this porous and NiTi. One on the material aspects of the NiTi, which exhibit two unique properties. The first one is shape memory properties, and the second one is pseudoelastic properties. Okay. Besides that, this material exhibit excellent corrosion resistance, which is one of the important criteria in the biomedical applications. In creating these porous structures, the metal powders, the porous structures developed during the sintering process exhibit good properties for the bone implant applications. And beside that, the mechanical properties can reduce the mismatch between the bone and implant. So when we compare the material properties between the conventional metallic implants such as stainless steel, the modulus young is about 210 gigapascal. Titanium is about 110 gigapascal. So it has a mismatch between the dense stainless steel or titanium alloy compared to the bone, where the bone normally have the maximum of 20 to 30 gigapascal. So due to the mismatch, it will create another problem, which is a stress shielding. So in order to avoid the stress shielding, we produce the porous structure so that we can reduce the stiffness of the implant. Therefore, it will create better mechanical properties, and then for better fixation. Okay, when this porous structure is implanted in our body, the tissues can grow not only on the surface but inside of the implant structures.
Okay, clinically in implant dentistry, there are many types of implants are available, but most of these implants they have dense surface. So what's unique about our implant is the surface is porous. So this porosity, it actually encourages bone to grow into the porosity, and therefore it will stabilize the implant faster. Why is this important, this faster stabilization in implant dentistry? Because it allows the implant to be loaded immediately or faster compared to the conventional implants. So conventionally, when we place dental implants, it will take about 3 to 4 months before we can actually put the implant to use, before we can actually attach a tooth to it to function. But with this porous implant, we hope that with the bone ingrowth into the porosity, the implant will stabilize faster, and therefore we will be able to load the implant faster. So we can reduce or eliminate the inconvenience related to the long waiting time associated with treatment using dental implants. The second good thing about our porous implant is that since it stabilizes the implant faster, it encourages more bone to grow into the porosity. There is actually higher what we call bone to implant contact. So this higher bone to implant contact will enable us to put these implants in areas in the mouth where the bone is of a poor quality and poor quantity as well. So not much bone, and the bone is porous or kind of not strong bone. So for example, in the upper part of the maxilla, where the bone is very soft and there is minimal amount, so we can actually make the implant shorter. With our porous implant, because bone can grow into it, we can make the implant shorter, so that will encourage bone to grow. So when we can make the implant shorter, we don't need to put any bone graft. Usually with conventional implants, to make sure that the implant actually unite with the bone, we have to add more bone. So this, the additional of synthetic bone, or maybe some bone from the patient's own bone, sometimes it doesn't work. You know, the failure rate is higher. So if we can eliminate the use of bone grafting or additional bone, we could actually potentially increase the success rate of the implants. The primary endpoint of this clinical trial is to actually measure the success rate over a 12-month period. So success rates of dental implant means that the implant stays in the mouth and is functioning well. And the secondary endpoints will be the stability of the implants, how fast it stabilizes over time, the health or the peri-implant condition of the soft tissues and hard tissues around it, and if there is any bone loss at the crestal part or the top part of the implants. So this clinical trial meet all the requirements for the MDA and also the CE for the registration of medical device.
Assalamualaikum, this is Asif from NiTi Technology. Basically, NiTi Technology is a medical device startup founded in 2016. In 2014, we met with Dr. Hussain and Dr. Rohana, where together we developed the world's first porous nickel titanium dental implant. And after that, together we developed our own first prototype, funded by the Credo Funds Neighborhood. And then after the prototyping, we obtained the grant from MOSTI to complete all the preclinical trials as required by the FDA and CE. And later on, after all the preclinical trials are completed, we granted with another fund from MOSTI to complete the clinical trial. So up until now, in total, we already raised around $1 million US, and our technology, this product has been attract a lot of attention from overseas as well, and we have selected as a world top 40 startup by South Korean government in 2018. And recently we have received an award from University of Tokyo for the Asian Entrepreneurship Award in 2020. Last week we also invited to be in United States in May 2021 for another event where we going to present in front of the company like Johnson & Johnson, Stryker, Zimmer Biomed during the program. So within a year from now, this product is expected to enter the market. And 2 years after entering the dental implant market, our next target is to produce the orthopedic and the cranial implant market as well, because together the total market size of all of the bone implant application is 56 billion USD in 2018. So that's our target. Our target is to revolutionize the entire implant industry using this Malaysian technology. Beside dental implant, we also in the process of developing another type of biomedical implant, namely the orthopedic implant, for example the hip implant, and also the maxillofacial and cranial implant as well. We also currently collaborate, we have partnered up with several companies from Malaysia as well as from South Korea to ensure that the project is going to be successful as our previous project. So in 2019 we have successfully obtained the ISO 13485 certification from SGS, and this lab is also included in our ISO quality management system. And with the ISO certification, it shows that our commitment to produce the best dental implant comparable to the available dental implant in the market. For the clinical trial that is going on now, 105 patients is participating in this trial with 3 centers, namely UiTM, and also UKM Faculty of Dentistry.
The project of Porous and NiTi actually started when I was doing my PhD works in Sheffield, UK, somewhere in 2007, and completed my PhD in 2012 with the titles of Porous and NiTi by metal injection molding. And then after I came back to UiTM, I was invited by RMC. During that time, it was the program organized by UiTM MTDC called My Symbiosis, where we present this innovation in front of the young entrepreneur on the possibility of this innovation to be commercialized. Started in 2014, we started collaborate with a startup company, NiTi Technology Sdn Bhd, and we have applied some of the grants. We have completed some of the grants, for example, FRGS, PRGS, and then with the collaboration with the company, we have completed 2 projects under the Credit Fund and InnoFund, and recently we have the grant awarded by MOSTI under IDANA for the full clinical test. For the patents, we have 1 patent granted last year. We filed in 2015 and granted last year, and we have another 2 patents by the companies. About the achievement, we also participated in innovation competitions. Since 2016, we won gold medal in IDX, and then followed by the ITEX 2017. We won the gold medal and special award from INA Germany, and in 2000 also Pencipta 2017 we won a gold medal as well, and in 2019 we participated in Pencipta 2019, and we won gold medal and special award from IM Fraunhofer. This is a part of the achievement of our involvement in the research and developments of the Porous and NiTi.